Cause I'm about to turn this to a situation. Okay, guys. Hello. Happy Mars Day. Hope you're pursuing your intentions, your passions, your goals, and yeah, letting your sexual energy lead you into new territory and to pioneer some shit today, or get something off the ground, start a new venture, and move with your higher self, because your higher self will always have your back, no matter who approves or doesn't approve of the direction that you're moving in currently, and the trail that you're blazing for yourself. For yourself. Others that follow will follow, because they're authentic the way you are, so you mirror each other in that sense. And that leads me into the theme of this Libra new moon at 13 degrees, a double Aries degree. I'll be conjoining Mars in Libra, trining Saturn in Aquarius retrograde, in conjunct Uranus and Taurus retrograde, and I won't really count Neptune and Pisces, but you can if you want to, but not in this one. And Pluto square, but it's a far square, so I'm not gonna include this either. I like to keep it within 5-6 degrees. But yeah, so yeah, by the way, it's Jacob, aka Retro J, aka Jesoteric, many more names to come, all them things there. I hope you lots enjoy these downloads I received regarding this new moon, and it's a 6-month cycle, so you can give it time. But you will see these themes coming into being now, and I feel like a lot of Aries placements are playing a part in this, or the superhero side of ourselves are playing a big role in this. Our survival instinct is playing a big part of this new moon cycle, going into the Libra full moon of Aries season, so this is a new cycle. So I feel like there's a lot more tension involved, a lot more of a survival instinct involved, a lot more of a I don't give a fuck, raw, instinctual, superhero, higher self element to this new moon. Because we know Libra is just the flip side of Aries, where Aries is war. Like Aries is, it's on site. When I see you, it's it. I don't care if you're ready or I'm ready. Whoever's ready, we're doing what we're doing. But then Libra is like, hold on, let's wait, let's agree to let's agree to something here, and let's shoot the fair one kind of thing. Especially now that Mars has been a Libra, people have been extra putting passion behind talking shit, or not talking shit, but initiating like, what do I want to say? Initiating contracts or initiating matchups, pretty much. Like a lot of people probably, I've been hearing a lot of conversation about people wanting to do UFC and boxing and all this kind of, that's all Libra. That's all the Mars and Libra conjoining the sun, and now conjoining the moon as well with this full moon energy. So it could be the first time for people like going up against one another, but in a fair way, where both people have done their weigh-ins. We got a referee, we got someone in the middle that can keep the balance, keep the justice, keep things justified, keep things fair, make sure you're fighting people that's in the same weight class as you, and all them kind of things there. But that's a major theme for this next cycle. And adding Mercury retrograde in Libra as well. It's probably we're hashing out or clearing the air with situations that were where there was a miscommunication in the first place, and it's like, cool, let's just since we didn't get everything off our chest the first time, let's, even if it's not scrapping, let's have a sit down where we could truly address each other head on, directly, and clear everything. You know what I mean? But anyway, what I wrote though is this new moon is bringing in new, raw, instinctual, and never before seen and felt. Or this new moon is about attracting and feeling into unions, contracts, partnerships, ties, bonds of all kinds that reflect your higher self back to you. You know, reflect your new way of seeing and feeling yourself. So you're feeling yourself in a new way. You know, you're probably more compromising or more accepting of the rawest parts of yourself now. I can even feel it right now. It's like just doing that. You have someone that complements that energy. There's going to be someone that can complement every single stage of your self transformation, of your awakening, of your initiations into new states of awareness, into new states of feeling. Into new ways of seeing life. So, and approaching life. So never feel like transforming and putting death to the old version of yourself will leave you lonely. Nah. You're just clearing room for new people to come in that match where you're at, So yeah, and grow with you too. So yeah, this is really serious time for having a partner in crime or attracting people that are really on what you're on. That will really move but it's like you're moving on the same time as one another, so it don't feel like super selfish either. But yeah, on what I wrote though, new, raw, instinctual, and never before seen and felt mix-ups, relations, ties, commitments that can be the first time, quotation marks, for those involved in these ties, which gives an adrenaline rush and a spark to new commitments that's never been seen or felt in our previous ties, in our previous relationships, in our previous back and forths. There may be an element of danger to such ties as the coming together process is instinctual, animalistic, or done with a singular intention that both parties join together to bring to life over these next 6 months through their link up. So that don't even have to be on those spiritual higher self shit. That could just be people literally agreeing like, okay, this is purely sex, for example, or this is purely for this reason. This is why we're coming together. But it's like being more intentional with our relationships, just being more intentional and direct. So there's no room for that. There's no room for people to mix things up. Okay. Also, new head-on collisions between ops or opposition where the back and forth can no longer be evaded by simply being courteous, cordial, or dancing around the elephant in the room. So Libra's also about clearing the air. Libra's cardinal air, right? Libra's aggressive. Could be aggressive talkers, or just unafraid to air the awkwardness out. You know what I mean? So to do that, we need to address things maturely. Hence why Saturn's exalted in Libra too. Libras can be mature as fuck, to be honest. Mature communicators, being a bigger person type energy. So it makes sense, but obviously some people could take that, oh, you being a bigger person as you feeling you're better than them or bigger than them or that. So that in itself can cause some, clashes. But that's only because if those people aren't willing to move beyond the situation, kind of thing. That's when that happens. But yeah. But it can also be an introduction to new ways of how to take the air out of, how to get the awkwardness out of situations that might seem more tense than they actually are when you meet face to face. And it's like, yeah, you just know the right words to put together to kind of put it down. Even if it's like a payback situation or justice for not fulfilling your end of a deal. It's like you actually can find the right words to get yourself out of a sticky situation, I guess, and get maybe a second chance. But it's like you're on thin ice. You're being, yeah. Now this can apply. Take it as it is. And if it don't apply, let it fly. That kind of stuff. Also, clearing the air directly with those we have tension with through third-party diplomats, peacekeepers, and referees. AKA new ways to shoot the fair one. The Mars conjunction with the new moon further adds to the kick of this new moon at a double Aries degree. Yeah, so there might be like a theme of two issues that need to be addressed, or two partnerships that reflect two sides of your new initiation, of your new way of feeling yourself, new way of seeing yourself. There could be maybe third party. I feel like threesomes coming together, like a lot more threesomes. I feel like, or just to that kind of situation. Because we are in a new time and we do have Saturn in Aquarius, so relationships are very different right now. The structure of our dynamics now are a lot more open, I guess, open-ended. So as long as you're willing to be a bit more objective and not dive too deep and allow people to have their own space, then yeah, these dynamics can work as long as the communication is clear. Okay, new terms and conditions and consequences for predatory behavior and one-to-one dynamics. Yeah, so I can see like maybe new laws coming in for like, 'cause I've seen a lot of things happening with like women and protecting women and predatory behavior of men and all that kind of stuff. Obviously, you can apply it vice versa, but it's mostly women that be in danger. So for them dangerous like dynamics, there's new. You could even see an influx through this cycle of more women like getting into learning like different ways to different combos, you know, different combinations, different ways to get out of sticky situations where there's an imbalance in the dynamic, and you know, there maybe your life is at risk or your body is at risk. So maybe your body, but like yeah, you're exposed. You're at risk from someone else's animalistic nature. So it's like I could definitely see the courage stepping up in a collective to give back what you're given, kind of thing, to reflect that, so someone could feel how they made you feel. You know. I'm just getting too long. Okay, combining your individual superpowers and higher self with others that can match you and reflect that power right back to become a joint formidable force. New moon in conjunct Uranus and Taurus retrograde can unexpectedly open up loopholes in our loopholes that we should adjust to, that we could be adjusting to from out of nowhere almost. But some people are probably prepared for these changes. We've been preparing for these changes. That's why Uranus is slow change, you know, on how to live off the land and them kind of things, and how to kind of separate from the need to have more than what's actually necessary. But through these changes in the collective, on like the value of things that we hold on to, and that we deem necessary for survival, what can emerge from this is new properties, new assets, new resources, new things popping up to you through being reflected back at you and your partner, of things that you're actually capable of doing when the need arises, kind of thing. Like your body can actually handle certain things and you didn't realize it's a genetic thing, you know? It's been in you the whole time, but now it's awakening, now that the situation where it's time to survive is there, you know? New moon in conjunct Uranus and Taurus can unexpectedly open up loopholes in our genetic material as a result of the head-to-head collisions and partnerships, ties, relations we run into these next 6 months coming into the full moon in Libra. The new moon opposite Chiron in Aries retrograde equals through these new joint supernatural forces coming together, we come to even greater terms with and feel into realizations that we're not alone in our past wounding and mistakes made by choosing to see and feel from an individual point of view, guided by raw intuition and our higher self. AKA, you're not alone in your awakening, and it's being mirrored back to you in ways that truly show you why losing old ties were worth it, so space for more authentic ties could make way into your life. Yeah, and then also feeling into new intentional balancing acts as well. New intentional combos as well. You know, not getting lost in one particular way of communicating or getting your message across, you know. Yeah, balancing your style with someone else's, your raw aesthetic with someone else's like instinctual aesthetic as well, and matching it, building that bridge as well. Yeah. I hope that message got through and resonated however it resonates with your placements and your chart. And yeah, this was for the collective, and I hope it's timeless and impactful and causes a ripple effect. Share this video. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're looking to get a reading from me, just hit me up in my DMs or hit my link tree. Hey Hero. I'm on Ascend Get Lifted as well. If you want. Yeah. I do readings, isn't it? Hit me up. Signing out.